Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with another unboxing video, and this time it is Songs for a Tailor by Jack Bruce. So let's have a look inside the box and I'll tell you afterwards what I think. This is Jack Bruce, Songs for a Tailor, Esoteric Recordings. An absolutely superb deluxe set in the style of Palace and also the Barclay James Harvest boxes in this kind of series, a bit like Van de Graaff Generator as well. But I've looked forward to this for a long time as I've become a huge fan for Jack Bruce. It's a deluxe 2 CD and 2 Blu Ray box set. So you think, well, you know, that does seem like a big box for that amount of material, but it is so well put together. As I slide that out, you can see here that we're talking like the gate folds, there's a little poster and a really well produced booklet as well. So in the box, there is a poster that I should be able to show you because it's not massive. These ones never are that big, but it's got some nice pictures and it's Songs for a Tailor, as you can see there. So that's a nice touch. I'll do the booklet last of all. So this is Songs for a Tailor. I might not have taken these out of the box in the right order. But this was recorded in June 1969. It's remastered by Ben Wiseman. There's a few extra tracks on there, but it's really, really wonderful. Remastered from the original master tapes, this CD number 1. And I'm going to try and make sure I get this the right way around, but you probably don't. I have. CD number 2 also says, obviously, because they're all Songs for a Tailor. This is remixed by Stephen W Tayler, who's absolutely superb at this thing. He's kind of running along the inside lane to where Stephen Wilson kind of operates from, really. But this is fantastic, absolutely incredible. You've got a lot more demos, first attempts, second attempts, instrumental demos on here, but it's superb stuff. Now there's 2 Blu-rays, Songs for a Tailor. This one features multiple versions. So obviously on here, what we have is the new 5.1 surround sound and new stereo mixes, plus the original stereo mix on here. And plus, again, you've got the outtakes as well. This is the one that I've obviously played the most because from putting in my Blu-ray player, I have the ability to choose whatever version I'd like to play. And then this is superb. I remember watching this on satellite TV on when my dish was able to pick up German stations, and I remember this being on. This is Rope Ladder to the Moon, a 1970 documentary all about Jack Bruce, and it's worth the admission price alone to me to have this. I just think it's superb. And then the booklet. See, that's a proper esoteric, full respect for what they're talking about, booklet type thing. So I'll quickly show you this. So you've got the credits going through each CD, but obviously a bit more information about when the tracks were actually recorded. So we're on disc 3 here. And then Rope Ladder to the Moon, the documentary. And then we have some great photographs and an absolutely superb essay done with a lot of affection and love for the musician who was Jack Bruce. There's lots here to enjoy, and I think this is one of these box sets, if you're into Jack Bruce, you will really, really treasure this set, because this is by Sid Smith in January 2024 that was written, and it's really well put together, and I've looked forward to this box set for a long time when I heard it was coming out. Then you've got all the lyrics at the back, and again in the essay itself, it talks a lot about the lyric writing. Obviously, that's Pete Brown, but it's just really, really well done. And I know I say that a lot, but this time I feel I need to say it again. You know, the fact that this exists. It's a shame that Jack Bruce isn't around to see this level of respect for his solo career, but it really is fantastic. So that is Jack Bruce, Songs for a Tailor, the Super Deluxe Edition, which is out now, and now I'll give you a full rundown of what I feel about it. Songs for a Tailor, Jack Bruce, originally released in 1969. I've been looking forward to this set for a long time as the years have gone by, and I've really got into Jack Bruce's solo career, and I did a recent unboxing video looking at all the live stuff from the BBC. You saw the unboxing video, and it's that great quality box. It's that style that Esoteric have used for Barclay James Harvest and Van de Graaff Generator. And cynics amongst you might think, well, if you've got a Blu Ray player, you've got the Blu Ray disc, which has got the original mix remastered, the new mix, and the 5.1. Do you really need all the others? Well, not everyone has got a Blu Ray player, and even those that have don't always want to be playing Blu Ray because their CD is in the hi-fi set. I suppose what I'm trying to say is I like this. I like having the choice. What's the remix like? It's fabulous. Is it better than the original mix? It's not what it was meant to be like. Stephen W Tayler kind of has said in the notes that he wanted to do something that gave people a different experience, and he's been very respectful to original mix, but there again, it's a chance to show a different light on it. It's like going for a chicken jalfrezi meal at your favourite restaurant and going to another one. It'll be slightly different, but it still is what it is. I love the new mix, but I love the remastered sound of the old mix as well. What I have to say, for me personally, the entry point or the reason why this is so superb is this Blu Ray documentary of Rope Ladder to the Moon, which I remember seeing on a German TV channel on satellite when I first got Sky in the could be the late 90s or something, and I tried to record it and it was really dodgy quality. This is superb, and it's also fantastic to think this is, I think it was filmed in 1970, and you see Jack Bruce walking around the kind of poorer parts of Glasgow, and you can't believe it's 1970. It looks like it's something just after the war, the Second World War or something. The poverty in the kind of state of the buildings, and how Jack talks about it as he wanders around. And he actually says, and I think this is important, well, not observation, which I found really interesting. He talks about the fact he was with Cream for 2 years, and he's come out of that now, and he has more money. He has enough money to last him for the whole rest of his life, and he could buy whatever car or house he wants to buy. Now, whether that was true or not, I don't know. But he's obviously a very wealthy young man in his late 20s. And I think the reason why I found that interesting was because in less than 10 years away from that point, he basically had spent all his money and had terrible drug addictions and had been through a lot of personal battles. And it kind of makes you realise that if you're in your 20s and you get everything you've ever wished for all at once, it must be quite, musicians have a lot of downtime. It must be quite difficult. And he talks about how you can see how serious he is about music. He talks about, he's learning to fly. He's doing everything he can think of to keep his creative spirit focused on what he wants to do. And of course, literally just 2 years after this, he was with West Bruce and Lane, wasn't he? Which probably didn't help. Great band, by the way. But I've found the documentary superb, and there's some wonderful performances on it as well. Brilliant booklet, as you saw. Little poster. I'm a Jack Bruce fan. So to me, this was worth it. And I hope they do it with some of the other releases as well. Well, obviously this, so look at the tracks on here. Never Tell Your Mama She's Out of Tune, theme from Imaginary Western, of course, and Rope Ladder to the Moon. Rope Ladder to the Moon. Also, what makes this album, I think, really important to me is that he wanted so much to get away from the guitar hero side of Eric Clapton. So Chris Spedding is on guitar, and he's buried in it, really. He's the complete opposite to what was going on with Eric when Jack was working with him. So, Chris is there playing guitar, but this is all about the other instrumentation. This is Jack's love of jazz and exploration. Wonderful, impassioned vocals, all based on Pete Brown's lyrics. A great bubbling bass player. I just loved it. Anyway, that is out now. Esoteric and Cherry Red Records. Songs for a Tailor by Jack Bruce. Well worth it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor. Buy a Now Spinning Magazine t-shirt so you can walk around whichever part of the world you're in and show you belong to the greatest music community on the planet. Okay, well, it's not bad. But anyway, thank you for being here. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Please take care. Support Now Spinning Magazine. You can buy merchandise. You can become a patron, YouTube member. Just like and subscribe. But take care, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon.